Moscow has always said American stealth is overrated. Moscow has always said Russian radar technology can compensate. And right now, the most...
Oh, my friends, I think Dmitri is going to have a really bad day. So they don't even believe in stealth technology. Well, let's see how this ends. What? Russia thinks America is weak. Oh boy. This will be one of those type of videos, am I right? Well, they need to watch this right now. My friends, we are all going to watch this right now. So, before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. Is the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Nowadays, you can also hype a video. Helps a lot. Please do it. There is a button for that. Link for the original video below, and let's see if Russia is right and America is weak. Awkward silence, let's go.
There are old pilots and there are bold pilots.
Yeah.
There are no old, bold pilots. 7 hours ago, a Russian colonel tried to be both. His interceptor closed on an American aircraft over the Arctic. The Russian pilot had speed, he had missiles, and 3 decades of experience. 30 minutes.
Okay, not looking good all of a sudden. I guess this pilot is really good and they have all the things necessary.
Minutes later, he demanded an immediate return to base. His jet is fine. His radar is fine. But
what happened?
He is not fine. The Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone. It's the invisible fence around American airspace. Cross it without identifying yourself, and someone with weapons shows up to ask questions. For 6 months, Russian jets have been pushing into this zone like they're testing how many times they can ring the doorbell before someone answers with a shotgun. America has been answering every time. Standard intercepts, professional, calm. But today is the shotgun day. Moscow doesn't like this. Moscow wants to
Why is Putin crying?
prove that Russian jets can handle whatever America sends north. So Moscow sends its best. Colonel Dmitri, we'll call him that because his real name is classified and Russian, is a 30-year veteran of Russia's Interceptor Corps. He has more Arctic flight hours than most pilots have total hours. He flies the MiG-31BM Foxhound.
Ooh, that's a good one. And this is an amazing pilot. Oh boy, don't tell me Russia is right and America will do bad here.
Foxhound is not a dogfighter. It is a missile truck with an attitude problem. It does Mach 2.83, half a Mach faster than even the F-22. It carries the Zaslon M radar, the most powerful radar ever bolted onto a fighter. It can track 24 targets simultaneously at ranges that make Western aircraft uncomfortable. Its
Wait, are we talking about the Russian jet? Oh my god, my friends, this video may not be what we thought. Sorry, we have to go back here. Very important stuff.
Have total hours. He flies the MiG-31BM Foxhound. The Foxhound is not a dogfighter. It is a missile truck with an attitude problem. It does Mach 2.83, half a Mach faster than even the F-22. It carries the Zaslon M radar, the most powerful radar ever bolted onto a fighter. It can track 24 targets simultaneously at ranges that make Western aircraft uncomfortable. Its missiles fly at Mach 6 and can ruin someone's afternoon from over 100 miles away. The MiG-31 was built for one job: go extremely fast in a straight line and kill anything that moves. It does that job well. Colonel Dmitri has been
How the hell are we going to defeat that, my friends?
personally selected for today's sortie. Moscow wants proof.
My friends, leave a like if you still believe we are going to find a way. Damn, but this started really crazy. This is a really good one.
Well, Colonel Dmitri has been personally selected for today's sortie. Moscow wants proof. A report that says Russian interceptors can handle America's 5th-generation fighters. Dmitri believes mighty Russian jets can, and he is the man to prove it. He has the speed. He has the instincts. What he does not have is any understanding of what is waiting for him at the other end of the ADIZ. American intelligence has been tracking these incursions for months. They know which pilots fly which sorties, which call signs to expect, and which patterns repeat. From Eielson Air Force Base in central Alaska, a single F-35A Lightning II climbs north to meet the contact. It is smaller than the MiG, slower in a straight line, much slower. The F-35 does not have super cruise. It cannot go supersonic without afterburners. In a straight line race, the MiG-31 outruns it by a full Mach number. If Dmitri builds enough separation and sets up a long-range shot, the F-35 physically cannot close the gap. The fastest jet wins a drag race. The F-35 is not the fastest jet. On paper, this is a bad matchup for America. The Russians sent a freight train. America sent a sedan. Paper is about to have a very bad day. Zaslon M radar sweeps the sky ahead. 200 miles of nothing. 100. Then a blip. Faint. Barely
What
there.
happened?
A whisper at the very edge of detection. Dmitri leans forward. His grip tightens. The Zaslon M holds the contact for 3 full seconds. Long enough to get a bearing and spike his pulse. Moscow has always said American stealth is overrated. Moscow has always said Russian radar technology can compensate. And right now, the most...
Oh, my friends, I think Dmitri is going to have a really bad day. So they don't even believe in stealth technology. Well, let's see how this ends.
Moscow has always said Russian radar technology can compensate. And right now, the most powerful fighter...
They cannot even deal with the... Sorry, maybe I should not say this, but they cannot even deal with Ukraine.
Mounted radar on Earth is picking something up. Maybe the propaganda is true, and stealth is just marketing with a matte paint job. Then the contact vanishes. It blinks back 2 seconds later. Different position. Holds for 1 second. Gone. The return flickers on his scope like a light bulb in a condemned building. It never stabilizes long enough to build a weapons-quality lock. Dmitri adjusts gain, adjusts frequency,
Dmitri is lost.
through every mode the Zaslon M
has
offers.
no idea.
He is holding the most powerful flashlight in the sky. The American jet's shape scatters his beam in every direction except back toward his receiver. He is trying to illuminate a mirror angled specifically to make him fail, and the American hasn't done a thing. The jet's geometry is doing all the work. Then his radio crackles. Guard frequency. An American voice. Calm.
Talk with them.
Almost bored. Russian aircraft, you've been cycling modes for 3 minutes. It's not going to lock. Try your speed. That's where the Foxhound earns its paycheck. The American just...
The guy is even giving him tips. How crazy is that? You know what? There is nothing you can do, but try this at least.
Diagnosed his radar as inadequate and offered a suggestion. Like a driving instructor watching a student stall the car for the 3rd time on guard frequency, where anyone with a radio can hear it. Dmitri does not respond, but he reaches for the throttle.
The guy probably does not even know English, that says. My friends, this is looking really bad for the Russian pilot. I guess now he goes fast, I'm gonna assume. But, I mean, stealth technology is basically unfair. And, by the way, I'm not even sure if I believe they have the best radar in the world. I'm not sure about that.
Not because the American told him to, because it was already his plan. That is what he tells himself. He slams both throttles to the wall. The MiG-31's twin engines hit full afterburner. The acceleration punches him into his seat. Mach 2, Mach 2.5. He is now the fastest manned object in the Northern Hemisphere. The plan is simple. Build distance, create separation. Open enough geometry for the missile to do its work at long range, where its speed advantage turns any contact, even a faint one, into a viable shot. At this velocity, nothing can chase him. The F-35 physically cannot follow. This is where the Foxhound wins. He arcs wide, stretching the distance. Then he checks his geometry. The ghost return is not behind him. It is beside him. The American didn't run. He cut the corner. Every time Dmitri swings wide to build separation, the American takes the inside line. The faster Dmitri runs, the wider his arc stretches, and the shorter the American's path becomes. This is like trying to lose someone on a racetrack by hugging the outside wall. You move
I'm not totally sure how that works, but go America here.
Faster. You cover more ground. You lose ground with every lap. Dmitri cannot fly in a straight line forever. Every time he turns back to check his shot geometry, he hands the American a shortcut. The radio crackles. Watch your fuel, Colonel. Those afterburners eat kerosene like it personally offended them. Dmitri checks his fuel gauge. The MiG-31 at full afterburner burns fuel with the enthusiasm of a bonfire in a lumber yard. He's...
okay, see? Now this makes sense, my friends. Honestly, I know a lot of those type of videos, they are a bit crazy, but I really like to react to this. So leave a like if you also enjoy this type of videos. They are fun, you know?
Been at max power for 5 minutes, and the numbers are dropping with visible urgency. He has been running as fast as any manned aircraft on Earth can run. The only thing he's outrun is his own fuel budget. Fine.
Yeah.
If the radar cannot find him and speed cannot lose him, Dmitri will use the one thing no American sensor suite can replicate. 30
What?
years of instinct. He pulls the throttle back, drops low,
Okay, to be fair, this is a really good pilot, and that counts a lot.
swings wide in a long, patient arc. He kills his own radar, goes fully passive. No emissions, no signal. Just a quiet jet and 3 decades of knowing where an enemy should be without needing a screen to confirm it. He circles behind the American's last known position, deep 6 o'clock, directly behind and slightly below. This is the universal kill angle, the worst blind spot on any fighter ever built. No radar looks backward. Human eyes cannot see through an ejection seat. This is where veteran pilots bury overconfident ones. Dmitri creeps in on pure skill. 3 miles behind, closing 2 miles. He can feel it. This is going to work. The American fighter rolls, not lazily, and not like a pilot who caught something on a peripheral sweep. The American rolls with precision and pulls directly toward Dmitri's approach vector. The nose swings to meet him like a compass needle snapping to north. Before Dmitri even finished his setup, the radio, same voice, still calm. Good approach. Textbook 6 o'clock. There is no blind spot on this aircraft. Dmitri brakes hard right. Here is what Colonel Dmitri does not know. The F-35's newest helmet-mounted display tracks targets through the aircraft itself, through the seat, the floor,
Nothing you can do.
and the wings. 360 degrees all the time. The 6 o'clock blind spot has been sacred for fighter pilots since 1915. The F-35 slaps that sacred approach around. 30 years of instinct just got outperformed by a helmet. Dmitri's brain races. No wingman called his position. The American was pointing the other direction and still saw him coming. Every tool Colonel Dmitri owns has now been opened, used, and found empty. The radar, the speed, the instincts, none of it worked. Then every instrument in the cockpit changes its mind about the day. Dmitri's radar warning receiver, the small system whose only job is to scream when someone else's radar is targeting you, erupts. Full lock, weapons-grade targeting energy, the kind of signal that arrives roughly 1 second before a missile does, coming from below and behind, the exact angle Dmitri just tried to use on the American. Dmitri's stomach relocates to somewhere near his rudder pedals. The F-35 pilot has switched his radar from passive to active. He has gone from invisible to visible on purpose. Just because
don't shoot Dmitri. I mean, I feel bad for him at this point.
he wanted Colonel Dmitri to know where he was. The American sits in a textbook kill position this time, while Dmitri was sprinting, turning, sneaking, and pouring every trick in his 30-year playbook.
What a bad day for
table.
Dmitri.
The American was already planning ahead, like tapping someone on the shoulder just to let them know you've been standing behind them for 5 minutes. The radio crackles one final time. Colonel, class dismissed. A beat. Same time next week? The targeting signal snaps off. The warning receiver goes silent. The American vanishes from every instrument in the cockpit, like
a nice guy at the end of the day.
someone pulled the plug on a television. Colonel Dmitri turns south. He requests an immediate return to base. No elaboration. He lands at Anadir 40 minutes later. 3 senior officers are waiting in the debrief room. They already know. Guard frequency is open. Every NATO listening post, every Allied signal station, and half the amateur radio hobbyists in Scandinavia heard every word. Dmitri writes his report anyway. He uses words like sensor limitations and cross-section mismatch. Professional language for a professional problem. He does not use the words class dismissed. The report is classified immediately. The recording and humiliation is not. That is what happens when you send a missile truck to challenge an American. Watch this now.
Okay, my friends, lesson of the day for the ones that are not aware. Maybe I have some Canadians watching. Don't mess with the F-35 in particular, but don't mess with does not matter. Don't mess with the US. That said, my friends, a great video. I love this type of stuff. I have so much fun. And yeah, see you guys the next one. Bye.